What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. And in this video, we're doing things a little bit differently. This video is about me finally understanding the Insta360 Go.
Here I go, emotional. Why do I let you in? Throwing words, I let them hurt, let them under my skin.
So if you're not new to the channel, you have probably seen that I've taken a little bit of a sabbatical. I've taken a couple days off here and there on top of my regular days off, because realistically speaking, I got a little bit burnt out. But on top of that, it was my 12th anniversary of being together with my wife. 7 years of marriage, but 12 years of being with my wife. You've seen her in the videos multiple times, and this was the very first time in so many years that I actually traveled and did not film at all. And just to be perfectly clear, this is not a sponsored video, nor I have a script. I'm actually rambling straight at the camera. And realistically, what I want to share is my experience and why it finally took this trip for me to realize how powerful the Insta360 Go is. I have a couple different cameras. I have an Insta360 One R. If you haven't checked that video out, you should totally check it out because it's mind-blowing. But I also have a lot of other products like the DJI Osmo Action, GoPros, you name it. And if you're new to the channel, you know that we mainly focus on smartphone photography and videography, and here and there we introduce these different accessories / cameras that make our lives a little bit simpler, a little bit easier on certain situations. So my wife and I decided to take some time off, and we visited the Bryce Canyon National Park, and we stayed in Utah. We drove all the way there, which honestly it wasn't that bad. At times it was 115 degrees on our way there, which is crazy. But once we got there, I personally decided that I was not going to focus on filming because I wanted to be in the moment. And that is the main topic of this video, being in the moment and challenging you to be in the moment. And yeah, we go out and we film and we want to capture this to relive it later on, or maybe share with family and friends. But at the same time, every single moment that I go out and focus on filming, I miss the play-by-play, the day-to-day, the moment-to-moment kind of situation, because I'm always so focused in capturing content, being able to share it with you guys. So this time I actually decided, hey, you know what? This is going to be 100% for us. And I did, of course, included some footage and some pictures. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I do have a couple pictures, and I will continue to post more about this trip. But realistically, I did bring a lot of gear for this trip. I brought my Canon EOS R, which is what I'm using right now to film. I brought my iPhone, my Pixel 4a, Insta360 One R, and of course the Insta360 Go. But once we got there, it just hit me, man, this is like 12 years together. This is our anniversary trip. I want to be in the moment. I still want to capture some things. So I brought my smartphone, but I finally got and understood the idea behind the Insta360 Go, like, incredibly. I found myself in awe at the beauty of Bryce Canyon, being able to go on hikes and capture the content, but I was actually looking at the content with my own eyes. I was not looking through a tiny screen, and this was amazing. This was one of those moments where I realized how often we get disconnected from the world when we're trying to film and share what we're seeing, what our experience is with the world. And I was so happy that I was able to not only capture really good video with the Insta360 Go, but I was also in the moment. We hiked the Navajo Loop Trail and the Queen's Garden Trail, and the whole situation was about an hour and a half, an hour 45, because, you know, we took our time, we took some pictures here and there, and we were just taking our time to enjoy the scenery. But the crazy thing is that I was able not only to use the Insta360 Go with the pendant, which is by far one of my favorite methods of capturing POV or point of view video, just simply put on the pendant slap the Insta360 Go, and you're ready to roll. But on top of that, I never saw the need of the Insta360 ring accessory until now, and that was amazing. I found myself literally vlogging to my hand because the whole situation is kind of like a ring. You put the camera in your finger like if it was a ring, and then you just tap once for a video, tap twice for slow motion, because that's what I had the preset for. But you can pretty much customize this experience and make it a time lapse, make it a picture, right? So in this case, I had 30-second intervals, and every time I found something super interesting that I wanted to capture, all I did was either tap on the capture button or just simply press on the camera, and that pretty much triggered the button. And I was able to capture things not only with the Insta360 in the pendant in my chest, or using the ring, just simply pointing my hand where I wanted the camera to capture. And it was such a stress-free experience because I knew, I trusted that the camera was capturing something. Here are a couple of clips throughout the trail filmed entirely on the Insta360 Go. I wanted to take a quick second to do a little vlog test. I'm actually using the ring adapter. This is the little accessory where you can actually use your Insta360 Go as a ring. And right now I'm actually talking to my hand. And it's an easy and effortless way to vlog on the go without bulky cameras. I'm actually using only the Insta360 Go and my phone for this hike at Bryce Canyon. Whew, losing my brain a little bit, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Here I go, emotional. Why do I let you in? Throwing words, I let them hurt, let them under my skin. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? How do we wash away the last 4 years? How did you get so cold? Am I the only one who can't let go now, even though we're better off apart?
Yeah, it was awesome that I was able to film virtually the entire trail in terms of like our trajectory. Every time I saw something interesting, I was recording 30-second intervals. You can push it all the way up to 60 and beyond with slow motion. But the Insta360 Go has become one of my favorite capturing solutions when I want to be in the moment. Whether I'm riding my Super 73 bike or I'm hiking, which by the way, there's going to be a lot more hiking now because we got the itch from this last trip, to just simply recording point of view and time lapses and things like that that otherwise would require you to set up a camera, set up a tripod and things like that. So I'm very, very happy that I had the opportunity not only to film some of these scenes with the Insta360 Go, but that I had the opportunity to enjoy the moment with my wife, right? It was a celebration for all this time. And that's why you have seen kind of like I took a little bit of a step back from creating content for a little while, just so we can kind of like refuel being at home all this time and only seeing this camera and this computer can get a little bit overwhelming. So if you're going through something similar, you're not alone. And if you're considering traveling and going out and exploring like we did on a national park or your local hiking spot, I highly encourage you to check out the Insta360 Go because it's one of those cameras that's unintrusive. And it's not about capturing everything. It's about capturing those small little moments and intervals. And then with the Insta360 Go app, you can put things together real fast and share them on social media or just export them to your phone and post them directly. So it's definitely one of those experiences that I wanted to share because I know a lot of you might be in that situation where you struggle with capturing content with your smartphone, but you also want to be in the moment. So that's my 2 cents on my new experience with the Insta360 Go. It is actually on sale right now, so link is down in the description. But I want to know what you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them down there so we can continue to create content for you. Once again, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Hang in there, and I'll see you on the next one.
Why do I let you in? Throwing words, I let them hurt, let them under my skin. Where do we go? Where do we go from here? How do we wash away the last 4 years? How did you get so cold? Am I the only one who can't let go now, even though we're better